Hello and welcome to this special senior edition of Tiger Broadcast. I'm Jacqueline Berry.
And I'm Gavin Curlis. On this special edition, we dig deeper into the lives of some of our classmates.
And we're going to take a short walk down memory lane. All this and more on this edition of Tiger Broadcast. There are many seniors that dedicate lots of time to giving back to our community. However, there is one senior in particular who does this quite often. Reporter Emma Osterly and photographer Carly Roberts bring us this next story.
There is one Lee's-Summit High School senior that sometimes doesn't get enough praise for all that she does.
I've always been proud of Ashlyn and her. She's got a really big heart. She's got a very kind soul, so she can't stand for anybody to be in need and not help out.
Ashlyn Cooke is the person you may have seen around school. Whether she's working on the yearbook or out on the field, you may have also seen her out in the community, doing whatever she can to help out.
Knowing that someone else is benefiting out of what I'm doing, like I may not want to do it at that moment, but as soon as I'm there, I start having fun, and there's just like so many people around there that are so positive, and it makes you feel good, and then knowing it's going to help someone else makes you feel even better.
This love for helping people sprouted from something Ashlyn also loves doing.
A lot of her community service started when she was a little younger, and she was blessed with some really great coaches that helped the girls learn to give outside of softball. So outside of softball, this is part of your growing and your characters that you need to learn how to give back.
Sports can have a big impact on the players and the people they grow up to be.
Like playing sports brings out leadership and like holding yourself accountable and wanting the best for your whole group, or like for wanting them to succeed and not like just being a selfish player or selfish teammate.
These skills and Ashlyn's passion for helping others will come in handy while in the classroom.
I'm going to major in speech pathology with teaching like kids how to talk. I feel like that's super important to be able, like, if they want to do something in their future where they have to speak and have people understand them, I feel like that's an important part to learn that when they're younger.
Having experience with working and helping all types of people is an advantage that is going to aid Ashlyn in her journey into the classroom.
I think she would take into the fact of like how certain kids learn a specific way. Like she wouldn't just make it one way and that's like the only way that you can learn. I think she would be really good about like different teaching styles and teaching different kids.
Kids aren't the only people that are going to be affected by Ashlyn and her teaching.
Some of the patients are even older people that have had strokes and they can't get their like letters straight, or they start having a stuttering problem. Just being able to help them, I think, gets their personal, like, that helps them feel better about themselves, and it makes me feel better knowing that they're happy.
Ashlyn is going on to start a new legacy, but she is also leaving one behind. Signing off for Tiger Broadcast, this is Emma Osterly.
Going out of state for college can be nerve-wracking for any senior, but sometimes the pros outweigh the cons. This holds especially true for one senior. Reporter Jacqueline Berry and photographer Abby Lewis fill us in.
The end of the year has arrived, and the class of 2018 is preparing to move on to the next chapter of their life. Many of us have figured out where we want to be and what we want to do. However, one senior, Shad Morgan, is still deciding where he wants to go next.
I would say I'm nervous because I'm still in the process of trying to apply to colleges and stuff. Hopefully I'll go to college to be a sign language interpreter. Well, I'm applying to a school called Gallaudet in Washington, D.C., and that's a school primarily for deaf people.
American Sign Language, also known as ASL, is the language that Shad will be studying.
Well, I've known sign language my whole life. When I was younger, I would usually prefer to sign than talk.
Signing gives comfort to Shad when communicating with others, and Gallaudet gives him more opportunities than a predominantly hearing school will.
At Gallaudet, I would be signing for everything. All my classes would be in sign language.
Lynn Betcher, Shad's mother, knows a thing or two about the university her son would like to attend.
I have mixed feelings. I know it's far, but I know that I was a student at Gallaudet University in Washington, D.C. a long time ago, so I feel confident.
Having the opportunity to experience a different culture is not what really pulls Shad into his future in translating.
I'm pretty sure I learned sign language before I started speaking English.
So I was lucky that he was born in Alaska State School for the deaf and hard of hearing as a pre-kindergarten. I was there for 2 years. It helped me improve my speech. And so from that point on, it was all normal.
Shad does acknowledge that there are small obstacles in his normal life.
Sometimes, one of the larger things is people they just don't understand, deaf people and, deaf culture, things like that.
Shad is also hoping to gain an additional skill while he's studying to become a sign language translator.
I guess ever since I've been, going to a hearing school and speaking English, I'm usually more quiet, but I think if I became an interpreter, it would make me more social, and that's something I've been wanting to change about myself, be more outgoing, things like that.
Deaf or otherwise, Lynn is still hoping for the same things for her son that other moms hope.
Yes, of course. I'm her baby, or he's my baby. I can't imagine him flying out of my nest. Make sure that he succeeds and he's on the right path.
Signing out for the final time. This is Jacqueline Berry.
It's tough losing seniors in any program, but here in Tiger Broadcast, we like to highlight one in particular. Reporter Hope Kelsey and photographer Anna McKee give us the scoop.
Hardworking, dedicated,
determined,
bubbly.
She's on a mission. She wants to get it done.
I bet you're wondering who these words are describing.
I'm involved in Student Senate and Tigerettes, and I'm involved in broadcast and film, and I'm also a Tiger mentor, and I'm part of National Honor Society.
Many may recognize senior Jacqueline Berry simply because she's pretty active here at LSHS.
I think it makes her well-rounded. I think it lets her, especially in broadcast, she sees and she gets to deal with a lot of different type of personality of individuals, and I think that's going to help her a lot when she gets, into the work environment and going to college and things like that. So,
April Berry, Jacqueline's mom, thinks being involved in so many activities does have its advantages.
Obviously, Jacqueline's a dancer, and I think competing on a stage in front of individuals and working as a team as well as doing solos has, really developed her quite a bit. But the one that I see the most is broadcast and journalism.
Even though Jacqueline is involved in many things, there's one in particular that has played a big role in her life.
Broadcast has definitely given me a place to go to kind of learn new things that aren't sitting down in a classroom, listening to a teacher lecture you, and then doing the homework that they give you. Broadcast has given me the opportunity to try new things and succeed at some of them and definitely fail at others.
Even through the failures, there's one person who pushed her to do her very best.
Miss McDonald definitely noticed me. She definitely noticed that I really wanted to work really hard and that I was willing to do what it took to produce great things even as a freshman in intro. And when I applied halfway through my freshman year for leadership, she saw that I had the potential, and so she went ahead and put me as a sophomore on leadership staff.
With such a teacher supporting her through the past years, taking this next step might be the biggest challenge.
I will be attending the University of Missouri, so Mizzou, and I plan to double major in convergence journalism and film studies. In the end, I think that after college is over and I've had 4 years of learning about this degree and studying, really it'll only be like 2, but after I've had enough time of specifically studying these 2 degrees, I think that I will know what I want to do.
As Jacqueline Berry and many other seniors say their final goodbyes, we wish them all good luck. Signing out for Tiger Broadcast.
Well, it's real. Like, it's really happening. Like,
this is Hope Kelsey.
What class is this?
The class of 2018, is that right?
2000. That's graduating?
It's been that long since you've been in 7th grade?
Hi, seniors. I'm Miss Stanley. Hi, I am Mrs. Mucky.
I remember that 6th hour class I had. Boy, was I glad when they left.
I want to say a special congratulations to my homeroom. Remember, you were the Triple Crown winners. I still have the shirt with everyone's signatures.
Mitchell Tinsley. I used to let them pick the music during Power Hour, and he wanted to listen to Call Me Maybe.
They were my first group of students.
I was looking at some pictures of you guys, and I'm pretty sure that many of you guys specifically have grown at least 2 feet since the last time we saw you.
The awards assembly that year was the PLMS 1, all about video games, one of my favorite shows. Mackenzie and Kennedy being the MCs that year.
A fun story was having Isabella in class with me, her 8th grade year, and Riley Davenport about November looked down at her and looked at her paper and said, you know what, that is so cool. I didn't even realize you had the same last name as our teacher.
I was looking through some old pictures. That was the year that these guys right here won the talent show. And those girls right there.
First day of my first teaching with my first class. Samaj, if you're listening, you're about to be really embarrassed, but I remember someone really had to pee. And yeah, I'm sorry that I told you no.
I remember having you in class. It was an amazing time, even if Jason Koselnik would not stop talking at any point.
Oh, Anthony Martinez always wanted my gamer tag. Well, I guess if you graduated, you can come and get it.
I just want to wish you guys the best of luck. You have so many exciting opportunities ahead of you.
If you ever come back and visit, bring snacks. Other than that, have a great life.
So congratulations, go out, have a fabulous life, and remember, watch out for weirdos. Go change the world. Good luck.
Congrats, class of 2018. You rock.
Friendships come and go, but family lasts for life. Reporter Cam Brigham and photographer Olivia Pace show us how the bond of two brothers cannot be broken by distance.
Sibling relationships can be tough. No one knows this better than Joey and Jack Belmore. As most siblings do, arguing and disagreements come to surface easily when they are young. That dynamic changed, however, when both brothers came to high school.
It's a really good relationship now because he has to take me a lot of places and we do a lot of things together, like choir and drumline now. And so, it's a lot better because, we have to spend time with each other. And so, now we're a lot more friends because, we're just with each other more.
When he got to high school and he started getting involved in the same activities that I were, our friend groups kind of meshed and I became friends with some of his friends. He became friends with some of my friends and now we just kind of have a common, respect for each other.
Jack and Joey are realizing that their time together is shortly coming to an end as Joey finishes his high school career.
It's nice having him around because I can always go to him to ask him questions about, anything. Him not being just downstairs anymore is going to kind of suck because, I can still talk to my parents, but, it's a little different.
Just him being here will probably be, or him not having, his room here, especially for Luke and Lainey, it'll be weird.
As Joey begins to start his new chapter in life, he looks back at how he and Jack have grown to where they are now.
In the past 2 years, I've watched him grow a lot in the types of people that he's hanging out with and the way that he treats those people. He has matured a lot in just the first 2 years of high school, and I'm actually really excited to see what he's gonna do.
Jack has also learned a lot from his brother Joey.
He cares about what he's doing, and he really does what he can to be the best at what he wants to do. And so that's kind of motivated me to be the same kind of person and show people this is what I want to do and I really care about it.
As Joey plans for college, Jack begins to reflect on what Joey will leave at Lee Summit High School. He's
just been the guy everybody wants to be like, I'd say, honestly. A lot of people wish they had the things that he's had, and I definitely do too.
Signing off for Tiger Broadcast.
This funny face.
I know.
Creepy. Creepy. Make it so creepy.
I'm Cam Brigham.
Now that's creepy.
Thank you for watching this senior edition of Tiger Broadcast. For packages, short films, and more, go to www.tigerbroadcast.com.
Or follow us on Twitter at TBTV8Tigers. For the final time, I'm Gavin Curlis.
And I'm Jacqueline Berry. Thanks for watching, and congratulations, class of 2018.
I'm pretty sure I learned sign language before I started speaking English.
Knowing that someone else is benefiting out of what I'm doing.
And now we just kind of have a common respect for each other.
Well, it's real, it's really happening,